Hello and welcome from the CMT Trade Fair in Stuttgart on today the 18th of January 2019. This is Friday, so I've been here now for a week. I've seen everything that's going on, and I'm starting off with a little tour around here, just a little bit tour around this hall. This is the star of the show, undoubtedly. It's a Cabriolet Motorhome. Now I've got to sort of, whereas lots of people here are friends of mine who run company or work for companies, but this one above all is pure. He's done it by himself. He's in there at the moment, and so I'm sort of promoting his business, if you like. So I am biased in anything I say about the van, but I think he's done an absolutely outstanding job. I did an interview with him in Warsaw 3 months ago, and he said he was bringing this here. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe he's going to bring a model, sort of a toy one or something, or some pictures or something of that nature. But anyway, he brought this, and it is outstanding. Anyway, it's only a prototype. You can't really buy it as such, and I want to try it. What I'd like him to do, and this is just the reality, is that people want it to buy it. Treat it like a house. You know, if you have a house built, then you sort of get a bit of land, and then you sort of get some builders, and you pay the builders a deposit, like 20% or something, and then they'll build until they run out of money. Then just before they run out of money, they come and ask you for some more and some more and some more until it's 100% is paid. And I think that's the way. I really think that's the way forward. I can't see it being done in an industrialized process at the moment. This of course will mean that this will cost a lot more to actually produce, but on the other hand, it'll get done rather than sort of looking for investors all the time. So the investor actually becomes the buyer. Of course, there's a certain element of risk for somebody doing that. I mean, they can just go to Knaus or somebody and then just buy a motorhome off the shelf, so to speak. But if they want something like this, this is the way to go, as I see it. Anyway. Also, it would be difficult to actually get finance for something like that. So I would suggest you actually talk to banks to see if people could do that. So only people who can really afford to do it are people with 120,000 euros cash hanging around. Anyway, now the number 2 star is in my opinion, there's an electric van. It's not here up here, but it's actually done by this company here. It also does Movell and WOF. It's called WOF. It's like a dog's noise without the O, woof. And they have the electric van, which was a film and all the rest of it. An interview with one of the people responsible for the electric motor. That van's going to cost even more than the Cabriolet. You're looking at 180,000 euros for that. You can order one now, and you'll have it before long. They're going to say they're going to build around 24 units a year. Which maybe it's not quite mass produced, but at least you can actually buy it. Again, I appreciate it's a very specific interest, but with a 300-kilometer range, that is now looking like reality. And also with quick charging, you can find a fast charger somewhere en route. You can stop for a couple of hours, and bang, you're good to go for another 300 kilometers. So there's that. Okay, it's a company over here, which Mr. Klaus Hunerdorf. He's got some really good kits, such as the windows. He's got a film of him with a hammer trying to smash his own window in. He says it's bulletproof. And here we have some Robeta, a new company from Slovenia. Rather elegant camper vans they do. And on my right now, there's my friend Harriet there. She's into Compostable Toilets. She is the husband. They are they've got the exclusive distribution of these compostable toilets in Europe. So she'll tell us a bit about that. You'll see the film obviously when I get round to publishing it. Here we've got these Oman camper pickup truck. Very popular film on my site. It reached 100,000 views in November, I think it was, and I can immediately go around to Mering to see where they're produced. Now the plan was for me to go from here to there. Something's just turned up, and I haven't told my friend over there, Klaus, that I may not be coming after all, and I didn't turn up in the summer when I was supposed to turn up. But anyway, Germany won't go away, so there's still be an opportunity. Here, I'd like to show you this as well. Look at this. It's this company here, Protec Mobile. Now, I've seen them before. In fact, the fact that I've only been walking in Dusseldorf, it's been filmed. But look at the the amount of space you can get from that, and see it inside, see the film, outstanding. On my right here, there's my friend Luca with the white shirt on, and he's devised a way of heating electrically, or in combination with diesel. Maybe it's not all that original, but he's got these panel things showing that. I'll have to do, unfortunately it's going to have to be in Italian, but at least it'll be then sort of maybe with you'll get the, if you can't speak Italian, you'll get the general picture of what's going on. Now this is just one hall, hall 5. We've got halls 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 with motorhomes, and so that's like half of the event. So halls 4, 6, 8 are tourist places to go to, and hall 9 is motorhome equipment, larger camping equipment, some of them tents, but there's also stuff that you might want to use in a van. Now, as for me, I was really looking forward to coming here this year. This was, I don't know why, maybe because I was just, we've got this Mercedes van, which is we're going to do. That's part of it. I don't know, but anyway, I was really super looking forward to it, but I've had a number of problems, and the first problem I'm going to tell you about is the gimbal. It keeps doing stupid things like it just didn't now. I don't know why. Now when I bought the thing, didn't really know how to balance it properly. I took it back and said, look, can you balance this for me? Show me how to balance the gimbal. They did so, but he also said, look, there's a problem there, and this might, at the moment, he said it might happen, and this is the problem I've got now. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to take it back to the place I got it from, let them have a look at it. So that's number one problem. When I do a video which I just sort of talk and then I stick it online, that is a problem, so I've got to start editing it. And when you start editing it, you've increased your workload enormously. Next thing that happened, oh, my arm. I've damaged my arm here, and it's very difficult for me to actually hold the gimbal in my right hand. I don't know why, but even to shake hands with somebody, all the pain goes shooting through me. Don't know what it is. I ought to look it up. Somebody's sort of into sort of self-healing. I ought to do that. But the biggest problem, 2 days ago, in the press centre, talking to a friend, hard disk fell out of my bag. I couldn't get it started. I hope I haven't lost everything, but if I have, that's everything until Wednesday has been lost. It was done with this camera. My other camera, which I've hardly done anything with because I'm just a wide angle, that's okay. But that's a bit of a problem. So I am rather disappointed about that. You can imagine I felt really down yesterday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to somebody who specialises, and I've got a friend of a friend who's, this friend of a friend who's a student or something, but and hopefully he can actually rescue the information on that. But one thing I did do, I looked it up on YouTube, and there's this thing called the Clique of Death, and this Clique of Death can be heard on my hard disk as well. It's exactly the same noise as one of these other videos. So that is a bit of bad news as far as I'm concerned. In Malibu, 40 years in business since 1979. Incidentally, it'll be 40 years since I joined the army. It makes me feel somewhat old when I think of that. 1979 was 40 years ago.